This works.
This works. And even if it does work.
I know.
So we'll see if we're live. YouTube. So here's our comments right here.
McKenna, you can answer the comments. McKenna, you can do the comments. I thought you were just jumping on for a while.
Are we live?
Well, are we live?
We'll let people know. Do we have sound? Sound test, video test.
I don't see anything.
Well, you will see something right here. Hey, I see Idaho painters. Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
So do you have sound, Andrew?
Yes.
That's the question.
Do they have sound?
We have a birthday girl right here.
We are. We are in Pocatello, Idaho.
And here we'll show.
The show is on the road. There's the birthday girl.
There's the birthday girl.
So we moved the show to Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
And we didn't realize that it was her 22nd birthday.
So people say they hear us and they see us. So that's a good thing. So McKenna sees us.
So McKenna, you need to dialogue for your birthday. She likes her unicorn hat. Want to show your unicorn stuffed animal?
We'll go get your cake. We can see your cake.
Okay, you can go. Stop. Go. Go.
She doesn't have to go. It's her birthday.
Okay.
So people are saying happy birthday to her.
Oh.
So Ryan Petzold says happy birthday, McKenna.
I can't read that far away.
Oh, sure you can.
I can't. Really? I can't read that far away.
Just get up next to it.
Oh my gosh.
You can read it.
I can't see.
Yeah.
I can't see. So, welcome to Paint Life TV.
Welcome to Paint Life TV.
Wednesday night.
We are live Wednesday night. So
it's a new hour.
And we're sitting here because we're in Pocatello, Idaho.
Yes.
And we're not in the studio. So
we are not. It was our daughter's birthday.
We have our little laptop here.
I know.
So we changed the show to Wednesday, and then it just so happened that Wednesday happened to be her birthday.
And parents were needed to come wish her a happy birthday.
Do you have a chair to sit on?
I'm sitting on a little cushion thing.
You're like sitting on the edge of it. You can sit up higher so you don't.
She just graduated from college. Well, this is as high as I can sit.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to sit on my chair?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay.
So
I'm okay.
Why did we move it to this time, Lisa?
Why did we? We don't know.
Let me see if I can find our chat.
We need to find our chat.
We got to find
that chat. Say hi to everybody.
So we
don't even know who's with us.
There's our chat. Well, we got people jumping all over. Happy birthday! People are saying Miguel's on. James I. Bishop 1966 is on.
I cannot read that.
So wondering if you can spray bonding primer out of a Graco gun. So you can spray bonding primer. So we use a product called bonding primer. It's an industrial primer from Sherwin's. And we spray it, and I don't know which gun he's talking about, but we spray it out of an airless sprayer, but you can also spray it out of the handheld sprayer. So hopefully people can hear us loud and clear. So you can we'll give it a look so you can.
Oh, no, I'm okay.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm okay.
So that's what you look like.
Yeah,
there's the birthday girl once again. That's what you went floating on the lake. That's Pegasus.
Yeah.
Didn't you get that for your birthday today?
This is Peggy.
That's Pegasus.
Yes.
And you went to the lake.
Yeah.
With Pegasus.
Yeah.
So McKenna is the one that answers
questions
on YouTube. So she's obviously happy it's her birthday.
Yes.
So
and that her parents surprised her and drove 4 hours
to Pocatello.
Yep.
So
it was a long drive, but it was worth it to surprise her for her birthday.
So there's some people. So it's 10 o'clock at night. It's some places. So it's 8 o'clock here in Idaho. So unfortunately, the thing that we have to work around is time zones. So for some people, it's late. Some people, it's too early. So that's what we were running into with the show. In California, it's only 7 o'clock now. And a lot of painters, the previous show, it was 6 o'clock and they're still painting. So they couldn't watch the show. In New York, it's a couple hours ahead of us.
And we've given up trying in
Europe. Then in Europe, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's really difficult. So
Hi, Chad.
Danny Gonzalez is on.
Chad we're getting close to
Danny wants to know if we can run Pegasus in the Derby.
What Derby?
I think she'll give the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, next year.
You got it? You finally get it?
Pegasus is the worst. I get it.
So
that's what she did for her birthday. She floated in the lake. In a lake.
So we got Brandon picking ensure to stir bonding primer. It is usually lumpy.
I think I need to call you.
Room temperature and paint acclimatization is also important to get the best transfer efficiency. So bonding primer, the bonding primer we use on the industrial coating, the product, there's a lot of settling in the product, and you definitely need to stir that product every single time you use it because it gets all clumpy and hard at the bottom.
A little bit closer.
So, move your chair closer.
I can't read. I can't read.
So still good to see you guys.
Oh my gosh.
I got done painting at 9. So Danny got done at 9. So that's
okay, I think he's still painting at 9.
Because this time of year, I think this is what we're finding is in the wintertime, people are done painting a lot earlier, and so people were able to watch the show. A lot more people are able to watch the show. You know, in the wintertime. Now in the summertime, everybody's extremely busy painting, and so not as many people can watch it. We're busy painting,
but we're out doing stuff till 10 o'clock at night because it's still sunny out.
So what Graco Gun Chad is asking? So it's late for Chad, but you know what? I kind of don't feel sorry for everybody because I usually go to bed till like at 3 a.m.
Oh.
Last night I went to bed at 2 a.m. Oh. So now I do feel sorry.
So my question for you guys tonight is, what video is your favorite, all-time favorite from Paint Life TV? Like, what video has Chris taught you something that's why you're here?
Why'd you ask that?
Because I want to know. I want to read.
You just want to know.
Yeah.
Can I spray after caulking or should I let it dry? So we paint and spray over wet caulking all the time. And I know
you have a problem?
The caulking, on the caulking, it tells you to let it dry and stuff. But there's a lot of things on paint cans that they tell you can and can't do. But in the painting industry, we do things that they say you can and can't do, and you can do it. But a lot of it is just because of liability reasons and stuff like that. We've been painting over wet caulking for probably 13, 14, 15 years, and we've never had an issue with it. And it's always worked for us. So especially when we're using caulking to seal our tape, so clear caulking.
Danny liked Chris dressed as a girl.
So that he saw that.
The safety Sally. So some people don't quite get that. I guess it's kind of Chris's humor.
Some people didn't get it.
Yeah. That safety Sally.
It was just a twist.
It is a twist.
I mean, sometimes
you gotta have fun with life.
Sometimes we just want to do things different. Yeah. And I just felt like taking the wig away from Safety Sally and wearing it. So some people didn't understand
says,
it.
do I have to prime with Kills if I remove popcorn sealing?
You don't have to prime with Kills, but you can prime with another product. So when you remove a popcorn sealing, because of the water that is used to remove it, you need to prime the sealing. You need to prime it with something, and I wouldn't prime it with a PVA primer. I would prime it with a stain blocking primer and something that's going to block water stains. Kills is a good product, but maybe something you can use.
What Mafia members are with us today? I see Suzanne Hudson. She's busy and hot too.
Yep.
Are you from California? Where
Chad
are you
Rockman, he's on. Danny Gonzalez is on. Andrew's on. Ryan Petzold is on. Use caulking line with.
Yeah, we were doing a road trip and realized, oh my goodness, we switched to Wednesday and look at where we're at.
So Mac Miller Chris has a ladder hopping video that is my favorite video. We don't want to. we want to keep that. We want to keep that video private because OSHA doesn't like that kind of stuff.
Is it out there? Or is it?
It's. I think it's out there, but I think I unlisted it or made it private or something because I don't want to advertise that that we do that stuff. We don't do that stuff. It's a secret. Yeah. What we do and what we don't do sometimes on and off camera.
Yeah.
Ladder hopping is not recommended, but it makes you faster.
Yes.
But
it says
does it happen on painters' job sites all the time, like bucket walking? It does. So yeah. But we just
safety is most important thing to us.
Safety is most important, but because of how high profile we are now, like across the world and stuff like that, we need to only show people the things that are safe to do.
And
And ladder hopping is probably not one of the
How
safest
often do you
things
use telescopic ladders? What's a telescopic ladder?
That's the one that ratchets up, extend climb. I don't use them that often. I really like them a lot. They're very convenient. When
you have them all over our house.
When I used the power wash, because I would run the power washer out of my truck, and so I could keep an extension ladder in my truck, and so I always had just an extend climb. But we have an extend climb in every single van. But John's terrified on them. I'm not. So, but I really like them. I like the ladders a lot.
Danny said it made him remember the message of you making a twist to it.
What was that?
The video you did when you were playing Safety Sally, but you're not Safety Sally. You were talking Safety Sally, but you were just a Safety Sally.
I just wanted to see if people got it. I mean, just because Safety Sally is usually the one wearing the wig and stuff.
Oh, Mississippi. So is it humid there? I would think humid.
So Ivan Martinez says repaint or new construction. I used to do new construction painting, and they're two completely different types of painting, two different completely types. It's so different, and there's different specialties within painting that you can specialize in, and new construction for me is just a lot different, and it was something that I didn't want to get involved in anymore. I had a new construction crew. The economy got really bad. We lost those builders, and I never got back into it because it just wasn't the type of painting I wanted to do.
I have a question. You know, you did a video, and it was on paint injection. And somebody asked, what is paint injection?
So there was a lot of people that asked what it was. And that was what the Safety Sally video was and people are saying, what is paint injection?
Paint injection's not good. I know that.
So it's very dangerous. So airless spray guns, can run up to 3,500 PSI. So there's a lot of pressure coming out of them. Nowadays they have rat guards on them, the guards on them, but you can still get that gun. I mean, that's one of the things is to keep it from the gun getting close enough to your hand. And you pull the trigger, because if you pull the trigger with your hand next to the gun, it can inject paint underneath your skin, into your skin. And that in itself, injecting the paint in there, if you don't get it, go down to the emergency room and get that paint out, it can cause a serious infection that you can, in my video, there were some people, one guy said a person had their finger amputated because of it. So you can lose limbs. It can even kill you.
So this is the warning. This is the warning when using airless sprayers.
Yeah, so when every airless sprayer comes, there's always a Ziploc bag and it has the instructions.
Don't throw it away.
It has an injection card in there. And that card is meant to be the size of a credit card, so it can go in your wallet just like a credit card. And so if you get injected with paint, somebody needs to go down to the hospital, present that to the emergency staff. They should already know about that stuff. But if they're not highly trained and they don't know, you present that card and it gives them the instructions how to treat you. So it's extremely important. So every supervisor should have one of a crew, and then anybody that is spraying. So you were kind of
being silly and having fun, but it's a serious issue, and it's something that you really need to be aware of.
It is a very serious issue.
It's not a joking matter.
Yeah, so we were having fun in the video, but we were talking about a serious issue.
Wow, 95 in Mississippi and humid. It's beautiful in Pocatello, Idaho. We started the week, where were we? Idaho is a beautiful state, if you didn't know. It is.
Yeah.
And we started the week in Coeur d'Alene, which is almost in Canada, north. And now we are in east, where are we? We're in the southeast corner of the state. So we were visiting our youngest daughter in college, and we went to Coeur d'Alene, beautiful. And then now we're in Pocatello. So
Jacob Humphreys says hello from RP Painting.
Hi, how are you doing? Thanks for being with us.
Let's see what Go ahead. You can keep talking, Lisa.
I can't see the people talking. I like to see the people talking.
So you can keep talking.
Oh, I could keep talking.
And I'm just moving things around on the computer screen.
It's distracting me. We went to dinner tonight. So just for a little background, obviously Chris is dressed very casual, and so am I, because we drove down for our daughter's birthday. And we went to Fujiyama's, and it's that Asian place where they do the hibachi, and then they have fun with you. And so it's fun when you're having a party and stuff like that. But then they throw food, and you're supposed to catch it in your mouth. And my broccoli hit me in the head.
Caught you on the forehead.
So I don't know how broccoli works.
That was kind of funny.
And then he did two more and hit me on the side of the head. So I have really slow reflexes.
So Jacob Humphreys has a question. He's asking, what's the best paint to use on a brick home? So if we're painting the actual brick on a home and it's never been painted before, so first thing is, has it been painted before? But if it hasn't been painted before, if we're painting brick, if we're painting stone, or we're painting concrete, we use a product called H&C stain. So an H&C stain is a product designed to go on brick, stone, or concrete.
What's the difference between a paint and a stain?
Well, a stain is designed to more penetrate into the surface, where a paint is designed to create more of a top coat on the paint on the surface. So it's more likely that a paint will peel on your brick versus a stain. So a stain is going to absorb in and give you more bite. A stain can, peel if applied improperly, but
if it doesn't get pushed in.
Yeah, if you're doing brick, you should be spraying it, back brushing it, and back rolling it.
So how about cleaning it? Is that really important?
You need
power washing it really good.
Power wash it really good.
Absorbs.
We don't use any chemicals on it, but we would power wash it really good, make sure it's very clean, and then we would spray and back brush it.
So if it was dirty, it may not penetrate, and that would make it peel.
And dirt and contaminants are always going to cause an adhesion problem on any surface. So you want to just be careful, make sure everything's clean. Hello, everyone. I'm here. Steve
Nolan, Pocatello, Idaho.
John Burke, 100 in Kansas City today. This is 100 degrees there.
It was like 90 here, but
it was hot.
It was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
But we have dry.
Pocatello, Idaho.
Pocatello. That's where we are.
But he calls it Pocatello.
Yes.
It's actually
for new construction. Should I prime the siding before final coat?
That one guy up in when we were on the boat eating dinner, he kept calling Pocatello.
Yeah, he was in Coeur d'Alene and he wasn't quite too sure.
He didn't understand how it was pronounced.
It's okay.
Pocatello.
But who are we to say how things are pronounced? Really?
Well, we live here.
I know, but we don't know how to pronounce half the words.
But we know how to pronounce Pocatello because we live here.
And how do you say Boise?
It's our town.
How do you say Boise?
Boise.
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 Boise. I don't know.
Idaho.
I don't know.
Boise, Idaho.
I don't know. People say we say it wrong. Somebody asked.
So what was the question? Biggest
Daniel
difference
said,
between
new construction, should I prime the siding before the final coat? New siding.
New construction, new siding. Well, up here, the siding that we have comes pre-primed.
So you got to see if it's pre-primed?
Yeah, all the siding up here, even the concrete siding. So there's the Weyerhaeuser siding. It's like a composite siding, and it looks like wood, but it's fake wood, and it's kind of like a press, a sawdust and glue material that's pressed and stuff. So it looks like wood. A lot of people misunderstand, what we're doing and why we're doing it, because they assume it's wood. That stuff all comes pre-primed, so it doesn't need to be primed, but it needs to be two coated. And it really should be coated the first time and then back brushed. You getting uncomfortable?
What? No, I have to.
So, but
I have to say,
concrete siding. Oh, yeah.
Our daughter graduated from college.
These are brand new tools.
And she got her first grown-up place.
She got her first house.
This is she's renting, but it's a vinyl house. But we walked up to the door. This is our first time here.
This
is at the front door.
So I gave her these tools. And this is Rolling Dog. I apologize. I really do. It's stock. Hang on. So there's the brush. And as you can see, it's no longer.
I think this was a chalk brush.
Yeah, these are those chalk brushes. So chalk brush. It's Creation Genie.
So when your parents are coming to visit you, and your dad's the Idaho painter.
Let me see if we can get this off. Because I gave her this tool. This company sent this tool, and
well, it's good. It has a liner. That is the one thing that's reusable.
Yeah, we can throw the liner. Well, we can reuse the liner.
Cool. This is from Rolling Dog. It's pretty handy.
And this was
pretty handy. This is
Chroma painting systems. We'll see if we can at least get that off. And this is the roller. So this was a really expensive roller.
It was a good roller. What kind of roller?
It was a microfiber roller.
So just saying, when you come to visit your daughter at her first grown-up house, and
don't expect her paint tools to last long.
Yeah, I mean she did paint, so that's telling you something.
I'm not even sure how Chroma works.
Okay. Maybe it got paint in it.
Glued with paint, maybe.
We don't know.
Who knows?
We don't know.
But
how do we do?
There's your Chroma roller right there.
Best airless for under $500 for occasional use. Too many to choose from.
Well, I mean, I would when you're starting to deal with airless sprayers for.
Hi, Scott Hurley's with us.
That low of a
Mac
cost.
Miller's with us.
Do you want me to answer that, or?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was reading people's names.
So you can try to use the roller. It's let's see how does it. Tell me. How it feels.
To wash that you're washing the broccoli that hit me in the head.
So I would just stick to
it's me. Like I just hit him with a paintbrush.
I would stick with just a Titan or a Graco. The little Graco X7s and Titan makes a Titan 440, not the Impact, but a lower model. And those, I mean, I would stay with a major brand when it comes to something. I wouldn't go with like an off brand from, Harbor Freight Tools or something like that. But you really get what you pay for when it. If you pay for a $500 sprayer, it's going to last. Would you
recommend a $500 sprayer over like a handheld?
Oh yeah, I mean a handheld is just for small projects. Yeah. A $500 airless sprayer, non-handheld would be better than a handheld airless sprayer. So I was gonna.
Somebody just said first time viewer. I'm sorry. So those who are with us for the first time, thank you so much for being with us. We moved to Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. And when we made that move, we didn't realize that it was our daughter's 22nd birthday. Yeah. And so we are in beautiful Pocatello, Idaho.
On McKenna's porch.
And
not in our
the first thing we saw was
that on
the porch. This greeted us.
These were brand new.
That greeted us.
So these would be what you call ruin, non-savable tools.
Yeah.
So sorry, Rolling Dog. There's your shout out, for free. Your brush didn't last.
Yeah. It was because of the user.
It didn't withstand the abuse of a do-it-yourselfer. So maybe it's not a good brush. I mean, it's a do-it-yourselfer brush, but it just didn't quite make it.
It just was interesting. That was the first thing we saw when we got here.
So somebody says, let's see, best product to use besides using a hopper for a 3x5 popcorn repair. Well, hoppers is by far your best option. So that's the best and simplest option. But if you're only 3x5, the Homax sells spray cans
and that works pretty
popcorn. Good. And for a little small area, they do work decently. If you're not going to use a spray can, you need to use a hopper. That's really your only option.
Did you just try out a hopper recently?
We just tried out Graco's pressurized hopper, and it actually works really good.
So what?
We really like it.
So what? Why is it
pressurized? We gave one away.
Why is it pressurized?
Well, it's pressurized to make it so you can spray upside down, sideways, and so you can spray more material faster. So, yep.
Chad said, "Is the show gonna start? Did you like move it way up the feed?"
I'm.
Are we just talking to ourselves?
No.
We normally do that, anyways.
Yeah, we talk to ourselves quite a bit. A new sponsor. Welcome, B Trim, 1974.
Thank you so much. Can you tell people what the sponsorship means?
So you can sponsor, become a sponsor.
Hey, Karen,
and YouTube's actually changing that to become not sponsors, but it's going to become members.
It's an hour. It's an hour.
Okay. We're
gonna play laser tag for her 22nd birthday.
Yeah.
So you're dressed for laser. Well, yeah, it won't hurt.
I got flip flops. That peanut chewed up. So that would be our dog did that.
Keeping it classy. We're keeping it classy.
Yeah, we got ruined rollers and ruined flip flops.
We take care of our tools.
Let's see, the brush cleaner that Walmart sells will revive that brush. This is a good test.
This is a good test. Thank you. Who told us that?
What about the nap?
Okay, who just told us that? Because I want to send them a sticker.
Right here, TEHCARP.
Tell Carp you need to.
No, there's no L. To Carp.
To Carp, you need to email me at liveshow@the-idaho-painter.com, and I'm going to send you something because he's going to do that. He's going to, and this one too. Maybe you can find two different products. That one's really hard as a rock.
Yeah, that one's not as hard as a rock, huh?
There it's hard as a rock.
Yeah, it's pretty hard as a rock.
Okay, so now we have a new project to do.
Yep. So just glued my reefs back together. I was the sponsor last week. B Trim 1974.
Thank you.
That's interesting. So
it says new sponsor, but you only have to sponsor once. You don't have to sponsor every week. And then I think once a month it updates. And then after 6 months, you get a free shirt. And when you first sponsor, you get a sticker and a 20% off discount.
And then you get to be part of our Sponsors Only Live show.
And hi, Ron.
And you get one of our autographed pictures. We should make one of you so you can start autographing it and sending it out.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we can do that.
I had to mail out stuff the other day, and so I signed.
For some reason, my sponsorships doesn't auto renew. That's kind of weird.
That is
I have to manually renew beginning of the month. I know that's so they now they've decided because the sponsorship was just a beta program.
Yeah, it's a beta program. So
well, now they're rolling it out, and it's going to be live everywhere. So maybe they won't have as many issues. And it's gonna be memberships instead of sponsors. It's gonna say memberships. So I can let's see, Brian. I have to manually. So my payment fell through. Let's see.
Okay, so
hi from Houston, Texas. Thank you for it says we have taught them. So that's K and K Houston or Hudson.
So one person said there's a product you can buy, and we'll do that. And then one person says Simple Green. So maybe one of them will soak in Simple Green, and the other one will soak in the.
So we tried Simple Green on a brush that had dry paint on it. It wasn't this hard, and Simple Green actually worked really, really well. But it was stained. It was this. It was one of those stain brushes. For the Deck Boss, which is a $45 brush, and we were staining with it for 3 days, and somebody left it out of the bucket for a day, and it dried out with stain. But it wasn't. This is rock. This is rock solid hard. So I'm not sure if anything's going to cut through that, but we will try.
Beecham said soak it in acetone. So
we'll see.
And you were just talking about the Deck Boss, and those brushes for doing decks are from Canada.
They are. Those deck
you
brushes
really
are
liked
awesome.
them.
Love them.
So we want to try and sell them in our
store. If you're on Instagram, if you follow a lot of people on Instagram, you're seeing those Deck Bosses all over Instagram. And
what do you like about them?
Well, they're really well made. The handle, the ferrule, it's just a super high quality brush. The bristles, we used it on a rust-on cedar home for 3 days non-stop, and it didn't wear the bristles down at all. So the bristles are super durable. Then the brush is extremely fat, holds a lot of product, but then it has a nice amount of flex to it. So the brush has a nice amount of stiffness. When using it all day, it doesn't get all flimsy. So it was just a great all-around brush, and then it cleaned up really well until we left it out all day long. So, hey, Chris, do you have XL or triple XL shirts for us little people? We do.
We do.
We sell double XLs and triple XLs.
And the coupon doesn't expire. If you get 20% off if you use it in a month or a year.
Expire.
If we still have a store, we'll take it. So
as long as we're alive and exist and the store's there, you can get your discount.
Yes.
What's a good process to clean and repaint with products for wrought iron fence? Only have an airless available. So if you have only an airless available, we do wrought iron fences, which is an HVLP. And the first time doing a pool fence, we did a pool fence, and we used about 15 gallons of DTM on that pool fence, and we would have used with an HVLP about 2 gallons. So if you
huge difference.
So if you calculate that cost difference, you could, with 2 of those jobs, you can buy yourself an HVLP sprayer. So it's a good idea to buy an HVLP sprayer, plus way less overspray, way less mess. But wrought iron fences, we just power wash them. So we power wash them. Any rust, we wire brush it and sand it, and then we just paint them. And if you use a good product, we use multi-surface acrylic, which was designed to go over dirty surfaces. It was designed to be painted over buildings and surfaces that are super high that you can't clean properly, and it'll stick to anything. So it's called multi-surface acrylic.
Ron said, can you send out a note about the new show time? I used to get notifications, but I don't. So I think don't want to do
So I've sent out multiplication or notification. That's one thing that YouTube doesn't do well, is I've gone and sent out notifications like on the community board, and then on the live show thing. There's not very many ways I can notify cyber communicate. The only way we can. The mafia people we can. Yeah, but that's only using the community board too. But we don't know if people are actually getting it or not.
Yeah.
But I put out multiple notifications. But I can probably do in my email newsletter. I can put it out there and notify. But
Steve said his money's on me for laser tag, and I so appreciate that. But then I remember the broccoli hit. I remember the broccoli hitting me in the forehead and not the mouth. My reflexes are a little.
She's going to be getting blasted with laser tag a lot. So
Luckily, it's not paintballs. Yeah, we did paintball in the winter. That was not good.
You were messed up.
I almost quit because he shot me when you don't shoot people. Yeah,
I did.
That was bad.
I shot you in the back.
That was wrong. He said sorry.
So
I was very unhappy.
But I had my fingers crossed. So Captain Cellulite, create a Facebook members page where it costs to join. Like we have a Facebook members page, but where we have, I mean, it's a crazy amount of social media, and we're trying to just keep up with all of it now.
I mean, difficult. We have John and Chris and myself and McKenna.
And we get literally like
But I think 1,000... you Mafia members, we definitely want you to be more a part of it. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody's interested in doing
1,000 questions and comments a day, and it's unbelievable to try to just keep track of that. So what's a good process to clean and repaint with products for, I already answered that for Brian Wagner. That would be a good video idea, what cleaners bring back a bad brush.
Yep, that's going to be a video.
Or a used brush. And that's a very good idea.
We came all the way to Pocatello and found
to learn that.
Found our test
Deck Boss is Australia, I believe. I think it's Canada.
I don't know, but you loved it.
We just ordered them, and they're coming from Canada.
It could be from.
It's Q-Tech that sells them.
Yeah.
So we ordered 50 of them to sell.
Yeah.
And so we ordered 50 of them, in the company we ordered them from, it's called Q-Tech, and they're out of Canada. But it may be made in Australia and then shipped to Canada. I'm not sure.
Did anybody see the video that Chris did this last week of that sprayer on? So if you are not on Instagram, you need to look on Instagram, and it has 2 spray thingies. What's it called? That tool.
The 2-headed snake.
And he hit over 1 million.
It's at
views.
1.2 million views.
So
on Instagram.
What was the tool?
The 2-headed snake.
Is that what it's called?
It's called the dual tip extension.
Did anybody see it? And what'd you think?
I was pretty cool.
Yeah, you didn't think it was really cool. No. What'd you think about the 2-headed snake?
We like it so far. John was using it today. I shot some video of him using it today, and we like it. You can paint faster with it. And painting faster means you can make more money.
So you were shooting video, but was he actually really using it?
He was using it.
So it wasn't just for like a couple minutes.
Sometimes we shoot video and just fake it.
No, you don't. You test things out. And if you don't really like things, then you...
So we've been testing it out, and we've been shooting video using it, and so far we do really like it.
Yeah.
It's crazy because
Chad says the Ditch Witch. And I think a couple people won some, and so
won what?
Some of those 2-headed snakes.
Yeah. The dual head tip extension.
Dual head tip extension from Hyde.
Some people want them and never claimed them, so we still have some to give away because people didn't claim them.
Yeah.
So kind of interesting because there's quite a few people that when they win stuff, they don't claim their prize.
We're going to have to make little rules like after a month, you lose it because I have a pile and my office is not very big.
So here's the thing. Ryan asks, is there a big learning curve? Absolutely not. I mean, I started using it and there is a small learning curve with it. But to me, it's a great tool so far, but it costs a lot of money. So it costs, I mean, we were shocked because it literally, it's $199 for it. And so that is a lot of money, but will you make up your $199 by being able to paint a lot faster? And you will.
But I think it's not only paint faster, it's like the wear and tear on your body, like, right?
Well,
because you're covering more surface area.
So you can paint the house faster.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that come with being able to paint the house faster that are good things.
So anyways, we are so thankful that you guys are with us on this crazy
Andrew
Wednesday night.
He's never going to use it, but John and Chris signed it, the one that we sent him.
Oh.
So we sent it to him.
Well, maybe.
Should I use ProMar 200 or 400? And Daniel asked that question. So Daniel, I would run away.
He's not the person to ask.
I would run as fast as you can from ProMar 400 and 200.
He has videos out talking about
I'm not a fan of either one of them, and I think ProMar 400, I don't think, but I know ProMar 400 is one of the worst paints I and John have ever used.
And we were watching another painter did a comparison test, and did
it was
the worst
performance
out of like 8 or 10 paints.
Nick May did an extensive paint review. He did a really
like
really
a blind test.
A blind test. It was like 20 products, and Promar 400 was the worst. And it's by far the worst paint. I cannot believe they even sell it. And Promar 200 is not far behind that.
So what paints would you recommend for interior?
Well, it just depends on what you're painting, what you're trying to accomplish, what your price point is, what you can afford. But no matter what, if all you can afford is Promar 400, I'd go find something else. In this region, Treasure Valley Eggshell blows it away. But that's not a regional product. You can't find it. Try Southwest Builders if you're limited to Sherwin-Williams. If you're if you could get Benjamin Moore, Super Spec is going to be way better than 400. And Super Spec was one of the ones that Nick May tested that performed the best for the money.
Okay.
So
So I mean, that's what we're about. Like we
Chad Rockman puts it point blank. Promar sucks. Is what Chad and
but one person's telling us to try acetone, and I think that's a good idea. We're gonna have to try 2 different products for these 2 things, and then we'll let you know if these brushes can ever be used, because our 22-year-old daughter did a painting project.
That was B trim. It says acetone, and I'm kind of curious, like, acetone versus lacquer thinner, which one would work better, or if they're just going to be the same. That'll be interesting. Renova Painting says do not use Promar 400. Aaron Singer, 400 is bad. So I think everybody agrees.
Everybody agrees. Everybody agrees.
So Bobby Bailey says he's never won nothing.
Okay, so Bobby Bailey, you need to email me.
What are you going to give me? Give him a shirt?
I'll give you a shirt.
You just won yourself a shirt, Bobby.
You have to give me your address and your size. Live show at the-idaho-painter.com. So you have to maybe rewatch the show.
So I don't think John's on here typing. So John didn't think there was going to be a show because I said there was not going to be a show because we were going to be driving.
Yeah. And
but we got here early, so we're doing the show.
Yeah.
So Daniel, use Super Paint. Promar is cheapy, not so good. So Super Paint, my price is more money, and I wouldn't say significantly more money, but it's definitely more money. So if you can afford for a Sherwin-Williams to jump up into Super Paint, I pay the same for Super Paint as I pay for Cashmere, and Cashmere is, to me, better than Super Paint.
So we have like 2 more questions, and then we're gonna have to head out because the birthday girl had reservations. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
And we're supposed to be playing laser tag, and so we had to check in with you guys, and we're so thankful for you guys. We're thankful for being a part of this community, because that's what's making you learn and try better tools, and then once you learn about better tools, you're sharing them with everybody else so that we can all be better painters. And we're going to learn something about my daughter not taking care of the paintbrush.
Sherwin-Williams should bring back Duron quality into the stores. I never tried that, but Painter's Edge 901. Let's see, Danny. I made a video using paint stripper to clean brushes fast and easy. Well, I'd like to see that video, Danny. Yeah. I don't know where. Does he have a YouTube channel? Because I know I've seen videos, and he sent us videos. What the if you have it, because Danny has he can text us and stuff.
Yeah.
Text me, Danny, if you got an email address or a YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you, Ryan, for sharing that. He's kind of shared our
Paint Life shirt. Bobby Bailey says we rock. We gave him a shirt. So I never won her.
Either.
Ate her.
Where's
we'll give Jason Burgess. Has he ever won anything?
I don't think so.
Jason, we're going to give you a shirt.
Okay.
So Jason, you just got yourself a shirt. So email us your size.
Yes.
And we'll send you a shirt.
Live show at
the-idaho-painter.com. So we completely understand family first. Happy birthday, McKenna. So
thank you.
David Wynn. Yeah. So Luis Lopez was on. So got a bunch of people on. Hopefully we answered some questions
tonight. A few questions, but we're just thankful that you guys showed up on Wednesday night. And will we be back next Wednesday?
We'll be back next Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock, and we'll try out that time. And if it works for everybody, we'll stick with it.
We'll be back in the studio. We'll announce next Wednesday what day will be.
Office.
the sponsors only live show. So sponsors only live show will be for July. This will be coming up.
Somebody said problems with Eminence flat plate. You use Eminence for ceilings.
We use Eminence for ceilings, and we do like it. I've never had any issues with it. I do really like it. I don't think it covers the best as some products out there, but Eminence overall is a good quality ceiling paint.
And you guys have made some great videos, John, talking about how to lay it out and how to roll it on the wall or the ceiling, so that you don't get lines and shadowing and all that stuff. So if you need help painting a ceiling, look for that video.
Yep. Hey everybody, I gotta go slaughter her in laser tag. So
just know that
root for me.
I'm okay
give me
being a loser.
If you guys want me to win, show me some thumbs up, man. Show me some love right here.
I'm okay being a loser.
We'll let you know next live show.
Thank you, Tim, for being with us. Thank you, Zula, for being with us. And Jake Starling, thanks for being with us. And Chad, and David, and Mac Miller, and Ryan, and Captain Cellulite. That's so funny. Aaron Singer. So glad to have you guys out.
We got it right
Kieran
there.
says, here
Stansby,
we go.
He's bam.
Yeah.
He's rooting for me.
Oh.
Let's see if we got some emojis.
Ron's rooting for me. Thank you, Ron.
So there's there's one. Ryan's rooting for John.
John's got a 4-hour drive.
Ryan's rooting for me. Go.
Thank you.
Aaron Singer says go Lisa.
Okay, we gotta vote for McKenna. She's actually competitive. So I'm not very competitive.
I mean, you got another vote from Susan Hudson.
Thank you, Susan.
So Sherwin-Williams Property Solutions is dead flat and cheap. Property Solutions it's a decent product, and they do sell at Sherwin-Williams. Thanks a lot. So hey, go Chris. Sal Matoli says,
I know
happy
you sent
wife,
an email.
Happy life. Ron says.
Yes, and he sent an email, and
so maybe I should let her win
because we were gone to northern Idaho, and now we're in stuff. So we've been kind of crazy, but good crazy.
One thing that I understand the whole happy wife or happy life, happy wife thing, but when it comes to the sports things, I'll never let her win. I'm not going to let her win tonight in the laser tag, and I'm not going to let her win in paintball. When she's running and she hasn't put up her hands and she hasn't said she's out, she's going to get a paintball in the back. That's just the way it works. So, hey, thanks you guys for being on the show.
Thank you for being with us.
We will
you guys are awesome.
See you guys next week.
Yes, we will.
Back in studio.
And maybe we'll have our test done.
And maybe we'll have some cool products to give away.
Yeah, sounds good.
So,
good night.
Hey, we appreciate you guys being here. Like we always say.
Good night.
Boom. Out.